सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं सर्वं ब्रह्ममयं रे 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 सर्वं
Yeah, namaste. Yeah, good evening, all. Yeah, we'll start. Om Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaധ്യായിനീം Ambatvam Bhagavad-gīte Bhavadveshinīm Namostu te Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Phullaravindaayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gītāmrtaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishadu Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandanah Partho Vatsas Sudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gītāmrtam Mahad Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagadgurum भीष्मद्रोणतडा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैः रणनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थखण्डोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यां दं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। Yeah. Welcome you all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and we have finished the first chapter, And in the second chapter, we finished up to the verse 8. We finished up to the verse 8 or 7th. Yeah, 8. 7th we finished. Yeah, 7th we finished. We have to start from the 8th. So on the 7th verse, what is 7th verse? 7th verse is कार्पण्यदोषोपहतः स्वभावः पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयस्यान्निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधि मां त्वां प्रपन्नम्. So here Arjuna totally surrenders to Krishna. Yeah, I have muted. Yeah, I have muted. So Krishna says that Shishyasteham, I have become your Shishya. Yat Sreyaha, whatever is good to me, whatever is Shreyas to me, right? That you please advise. So that was the 8th verse. As I told you, Shreyas, there are two margams, two methods or two paths. One is Shreyo Margam, the other is Preyo Margam. Shreyo Margam is that you know your Swarupam. You know your Swarupam, and Preyo Margam is as per the Swabhavam. You end up with Mohams, right? You end up with Moham. And one who understands Tattva Bodham, okay, that is Sarvam Brahmamayam. There is nothing other than Brahmam here. There is only Vastu, only one Vastu is there, that is Brahmam. One who understands this, he the path of his path is called Shreyo Margam, and the other path, not knowing the truth and live as per the Swabhavam. As per the, suppose a wave thinks that he is the wave, okay, a jiva thinks that I am this little limited being. That Margam is the Preyo Margam, and the Shreyo Margam is one who starts realizing that my Swarupam is Atma and I am Aham Brahmasmi, and he continues in his journey, this life journey, with the Karma Yogam, right? One with the people like us, we go ahead with the Karma Yogam, that all our actions are a Bhagavat Puja, offering to God, and Prasada Buddhi. With the Prasada Buddhi, whatever be the result, it is I accept as it is. Total acceptance. This Margam is the Shreyo Margam. Now, after this, Arjuna says, Yat Shreya Shadimam Tvam Prapannam. After that, Arjuna says, Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yच्छोगमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमा वपत्नमृद्धम् राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम् अवाप्य भूमा वसपत्नमृद्धं राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम्. Bhumau, in this earth, asapatnam means there is absolutely no enemy, nobody is there to stand in front of them against, that is asapatnam. Then riddham means aishwarya samriddham, full of wealthy. Rajyam, okay. Suranam adhipatyam. So what Arjuna says is a kingdom with a lot of wealth, okay, lot of wealth, and no one against, no enemies, okay, in this earth, or Swargadipatyam. Suranam Adipatyam. Suranam Adipatyam means Swargadipati, like Indra Padavi. You know, the position of Indra, okay, Api. Even if I am getting this, Even if these two, that is Swargadhipatyam, or a kingdom with no enemies, or neither enemies, and Aishwarya Samruddham, such a country, such a kingdom, if I am getting this, even if I get these two also, Indriyanam Uchoshanam Mama Shokam. Indriyana. Uchchoshana means what? Suppose you take some seeds, okay, which has got some moisture and all. You keep it on the sun, you dry it. Still, it is not gone. So you put it in a frying pan and then fry it. So that is Uchchoshanam. So the Indriyanam, the sense organs and the mind is in such a state that it is fried and dried. That sort of shokam it is. Indriyanam Uchchoshanam. Okay. Mama shokam yat apanudyad nahi prapashyami. So even if I get all these, along with that, if I have this shokam, I don't want this shokam at all, right? That is, in this earth, if I have all this wealthy kingdom, and if I have absolutely no enemies, or Swargadhipatyam, even if I get this, if there is shokam in it, I don't want that. Absolutely, I don't want. Is it not? Think about it. We suppose we have lot of wealth, and all facilities are there, but if there is no peace of mind, if there is no sleep, I am not getting sleep because something I am anxious about, some worries. What is going to happen tomorrow? What will happen to somebody who is sick, right? Somebody who is sick. Oh, why? What is going to happen? Somebody who is written an examination, my son, my daughter, or my wife, or what will happen to them? Anxious, the anxious, or the share market is going to fall down. What will happen? What is going to happen to my money, right? So this, anything, relationships between husband and wife, between father and son, what is going to happen to that relationship? What will I lose? What will I gain? All sort of, or what I have done in the past, right? What all things I did in the past, that is also boiling into me. I did this wrong. All that thoughts about the past, about the future, anything. And then suppose you have to do something, so you have to carry out any action. If any action which is a right action, but you are unable to carry out the right action because of mamata, because of my people, right? When this boils down, when this is making a turmoil in the mind, that is what is Indriyana Muchoshanam, the fry and drying. I don't want that. Is it not? See, people, when they have a lot of money, etc., they are ready to spend any amount of money. They will spend. I will give you this. They give charity. They give to so many other things. They give everything. Somehow or other, I want a peace of mind. I need a peace of mind. Here, Indriyanam Uchoshanam Dukkham, I don't want. So Arjuna is now ready to receive Atmajnana. Ready to receive the Atmajnana because he has got whatever is the qualification necessary to receive Atmajnana. What are the qualifications to receive Atmajnana? Because in his life, in Arjuna's life, there is nothing that he has not enjoyed. All the Aishwaryams, all the wealth, and all the facilities he has enjoyed. And he is a Gudageshaha. I mean, he has overpowered. He has got a tremendous willpower to do tapas. Even the sleep he have overcome. Without sleep, he has done austerity. He has done tapas, and he got Pashupadastram, etc. So Arjuna has done all that. Manas ekagrada, tapas is there, balam is there, strength is there. Then he has enjoyed the wealth, right? Wherever he goes, he has fought wars. He single-handedly won against Bhishma and Drona, Kripar, all that, Karna, everyone. When he was in Ajnatavasam, just with the Uttara as his charioteer, he overpowered everyone. He won a war against them. So that much powerful he is. So wealth-wise, everything he has. Now he is in a shokam, and that is also not for himself. You see, Arjuna is not doing this for himself. It's not for my pleasure. The shogam that he has, the problem only is this mamata. How can I kill my people? That is the only issue. Other than that, he has got not 100%, I would say, but he has got this qualification necessary to receive Atmajnana. Let us just cover this. What is the necessary qualification to receive Atmajnana? Because after 9th and 10th verse, the 11th onwards, Bhagavan starts this Atma Vidya from the 11th onwards. So before that, we also, let us just go through the Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti. This is what is necessary for receiving Atmajnana. Here, whoever is attending this, whoever is here, we all have this Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti. If not 100%, to certain extent we are. Otherwise, we will not be here. We wouldn't have time to sit and listen to the discussion on Bhagavad Gita. The only reason we have is we have sadhana chatushtayam, to a certain extent we have. So what is this sadhana chatushtayam? Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is, through sadhana chatushtaya sampatti only one gets rid of this ragam and dvesham. The likes and dislikes of our mind, or the purification of the mind, is what is the result of sadhana chatushtayam. Just quickly we will run through the sadhana chatushtayam. Sadhana chatushtayam is 1, nitya nitya vivekam, 1. Then 2, vairagyam, dispassion. Nitya nitya vivekam is discrimination. Between the discrimination, vairagyam or dispassion, then shamadhi shatka sambatti. Okay, we will explain that shamadhi shatka sambatti. And the fourth one is mumukshutvam. So we'll go little faster. We will be discussing this later. Otherwise, I would suggest, please read Sadhana Chatushtayam through the Prakarana Granthas. There are so many various Prakarana Granthas. Through that, you please read or listen to discourses also, right? Sadhana Chatushtaya Sambatti is must. We all have, but not 100%. That is why we are here again. So, Nitya Nitya Vivekam, discrimination of the eternal and non-eternal, or real and unreal. What is Nityam? What is Anityam? Right? We know that all the objects of this world that we see, right? All the objects of the world, including this body, right? Whenever I see world, it includes this body. World is not outside this body. The world includes this body and mind. Okay, the world includes this body and mind. So when we say the objects of the world is anityam, anityam means it is constantly changing. Not, it is not a permanent thing. It is nothing, no permanent existence. See, we all human beings born about 2 kg or 2.5 kg, right? Then after some time, suddenly you will find that this 2.5 kg has grown up into 10 kg. Then you will find 20 kg, then 30, 40, 50, like that. Is it not? It is not that overnight this 2 kg has become 12 kg. 2 kg did not become 20 kg. That means over a period of time of say 5 years or 2 years, this increase in weight has come. The weight in the body, I am talking about this body's increase in weight has been happening over a period of time. So that means today, if I am say say 10 kg, tomorrow is not 11 kg, right? So it will take slowly 10 to 10.0001, 10.0002, like that. It slowly increases. That means the change is constant. So there is constant change happening in the body, right? That means from 2 kg or 2.5 kg to 60 kg, which has happened over a period of time, constant change is there. Even science says that every 6 years or 7 years, all the cells are replaced. That means the body that we have after 6 or 7 years is not the same body. Every individual cell has changed. So this constant change, you can call it as a death and a birth every second. Or if you break the seconds also into microseconds, that time this body dies and is reborn. Okay. So when there is a constant change, this change we call it death and birth. So actually we are dying and reborn every moment in our life. This body, we means not we, this body. Again, I insist to say this body goes to death and birth every moment. But we think we die at the end of maybe 80 years or 90 years, like that. It is not true. There is no death. Even for the body, there is no death. Even for the body, there is no death. It only changes form. It is changes. That's all. It is the impermanency. We call it as death. Like an apple, the apple after some time it starts getting rotten. But in our case, we say degeneration. That's all. The only the change is degenerating. The body after 30 or 40, it starts degenerating. So we call it as getting old. Very nice way of saying, right? It looks, it is nice to hear old age, something like that. But actually speaking, the body is getting rotten. But anyway, so, and we also call that when the body completely is useless, the body becomes useless. For what? Why it is useless? It is useless to carry out the desired actions that is there in the mind. Suppose I have a desire to fulfill and the body is unable to handle it, right? When the body is unable to handle it, we say it is useless. But otherwise, there is not useless. The body becomes useless only if we are unable to carry out an action which is desired by the mind. If there is no desire in the mind to carry out certain action, then that body is not useless. Because the body cannot do any action if there is no sankalpa in it, right? So as per the, when there is no desire in the body, right, because of the desire only everyone is in action, right? So when the action, whatever action is unfulfilled, then this we say that, oh, I am unable to, this is dukkham. This is what is dukkham. This is suffering. So nitya nitya vivekam is this, that we think that I am the body, right? And this is permanent. But we know that anyway, either the body will leave all the objects of this world, or the object of the world will leave my body. Like my wife can die earlier than me, or I can die earlier than my wife. This clarity must be there in each one of us. Or the property or the money, either the property or the money will leave me due to various reasons. Due to various reasons, we all see it. Or this body will live. I won't say I will live, this body will live. So please get into us that my body will live the objects of this world, the money, etc. This clarity, Now you apply that to all the objects of this world. All the objects of this world is constantly changing. This body is changing, the animal body is changing, the plants are changing, right? The even the sun is burning down. The sun, which was I don't know, the NASA says 50% is burned about 5 billion years before. The sun, whatever was there, is now another 5 billion years only the sun will be there. That means the sun is also has got a life. The sun also is not permanent here. When the sun is not permanent here, what is there for you and me here, right? So this clarity is what is discrimination of the eternal and non-eternal. Then what is eternal? Eternal is that in which this change is happening. See, any change to be experienced, any change to be experienced, or any movement to be experienced, there has to be something stationary, right? See, on the platform, when you are in a train, okay, if the other train, both the trains are moving, you will never know that the train is moving. You have to look at the platform, or you have to look at the rail to see whether your train is moving or not. So there has to be, you see, you look at the fan. The fan is the blades are rotating only because the ceiling is stationary. So like that, any movement you want to experience, there has to be something stationary. Every point in this universe is moving, and it is felt as moving only because at every point there is something which is stationary. That point which is unchanged, right? Unchanged, nischalam, which is nischala tattvam. That is what is nischala tattvam. That which is not moving, which is dense, which is full, which is everywhere, not moving, in which everything else moves. Everything else moves is called names and forms. Okay, that which everything moves, that is names and forms. Which doesn't move is eternal. That is satyam, nityam. This is called Brahman or Bhagavan or Paramatma. So that which does not move, that is the only thing that is eternal, which is never born, which never dies, which is always there. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranaha nahanyate hanyamane sharire. It will come later. So this is what is nityam, and all the other things, whichever is continuously changing, is called jadam, is called Jadavastu, and this Jadam and this Nityam seems to be mixed, right? So intellectually, you have to differentiate between these two. This is called discrimination of eternal and non-eternal. This constant thought process in us makes us, or it brings vairagyam in us. That is dispassion. So dispassion is that when you know that the clutching onto or depending onto the Jadavastu, depending on these names and forms, depending on these non-eternal things, that which develops in us slowly, it will not come overnight. It will take its own time. Let it take its time. So this vairagyam is what it is. This on the constant thought of what is nityam, what is anityam, this thought develops into vairagyam. And then the third one is shamadhi shatka sambatti. Shamam, damam, uparati, Shraddha, Titiksha, Samadhanam. Okay, these are the 6 Samadhi Shatka Sambatti. This is the third requirement or third qualification that is necessary for Atma Vidya. What is Shamam? Shamam is control of the mind. Okay, control of the mind. The mind is always, we say, the mind is, there is no, mind cannot stay at one point, cannot stay at one thing. The mind is like a monkey. It will go from one place to another, and even if whatever you don't want to think, the one that you don't want to think will stand in front of you. It will come in the mind. You don't want to think about it. So there is a story, he went to a doctor. Okay, the doctor said that you take this medicine every day morning 8 o'clock. You take this medicine without fail, but one condition is there. You have to remember this condition. Okay, if you take this medicine without this condition, the medicine will not be effective. So he asked, what is that condition that is necessary? So the doctor said, when you take the medicine, never think of monkey. Do not think of monkey when you take this medicine. This person, as soon as he takes that medicine, he is thinking of monkey only. So this is what is our mind. The mind is like this. When the doctor said, do not think of monkey when you are taking this medicine, this person is, as soon as he opens the medicine, he is thinking of monkey only. Then how is it possible? It is impossible. You cannot control the mind. You cannot control in the mind means you don't have a, this sort of, you don't want to think something, it will come in front of you, right? Then how to do this? How to control this mind? Only by proper knowledge that you should have. With that, you can control your mind. How to control your mind is like, that is why, see, even if you take someone to a rehab center, right? So somebody who is alcoholic, etc., how do you treat that alcoholic person? You take it to rehab center, then 40 days or 41 days, you have to teach him. During the time he is there, you have to teach that person the bad effects of alcohol, what all things will happen, and that person must have a clear idea that this is not good for me. This is not good for me. Then it works. Then that mind, that is how you have to control your mind, with knowledge. So nitya nitya vivekam and dispassion is a must, and along with that, when you control your mind, the mind, you can control your mind. Other than that, there is no way you can control your mind. Also, you will remember only things that are important to you. Think about it. It is very difficult to think something which is not important to you. And this nityanitya vivegam and this vairagyam will definitely, it will lead us, it will slowly lead us that the unimportant things will not come into your mind, right? When what is the most important thing in life is atma jnanam. So when you have this strong desire to know this atma, to know this brahma jnanam, then you will think of only brahman or atma only, and then you will constantly, you will be constantly thinking of this, and then that will slowly get your mind under control. That is shamam. Then what is damam? Damam is control of sense organs. Control of sense organs, damam. There is one beautiful verse in Bhajagovindam. Angam galitam palitam mundam dasana vihinam jatam tundam vruddho yati grihitva dandam tadapi namunjatyasha pindam. See, control of sense organs also. This is why we do some what do you call fasting, right? Upavasam and all we do once in a while. We take one time food only, or I will not take this. Even people who go to Shabarimala and all for 40, 41 days, they will not have non-vegetarian or one-time food, and all these are done for the control of sense organs. Control of sense organs. But here, what in Bhajagovindam, there is this beautiful saying is that Angam Galitam, the body has become very weak. Palidam Mundam, even you have become very old. The hair has gone gray, etc. No, there is the hair, there is no hair only. Palidam Mundam, Dashana Vihinam, there is no teeth. Dashana Vihinam Jatam Tundam, right? Vruddho yati grihitva dandam. You become old and then he is on walking stick, but still tadapina munchati asha pindam. The desires are not completed. Still, people have desires. I want to have this. There is no teeth, but still want to eat murukku, etc. Right? This is never gone. Want to eat that only. Somebody will make a powder and then give it to him or her. Right? So this asha, the desires are not fulfilled. This is what is the desires. So damam is control of the sense organs. Then the next is, I'm not going too deep into it, just we will just run through this. Sama, damam, uparati. Uparati is withdrawal or quietude. Withdrawal means, actually speaking, swadharma anushtana meva. One who is only doing his swadharma, not he gets a lot of time for Vedantic studies, who gets time to go for Upanishadic studies or listen to satsangam, etc. That is uparati. One who is too much involved in the worldly activities for making money or all that, continuous desires, to fulfill something other than this, that person will have no time for this. Their uparati is necessary. Uparati is necessary. So you have to withdraw yourself. You have to withdraw yourself to strict observance of one's duties. Like tortoise. Tortoise is a perfect example. So once the tortoise is disturbed, immediately it withdraws all its organs inside, and the tortoise will not bring out its limbs outside. So that is uparati. Uparati is control yourself, so that control of extra activities. Okay, extra activities, just bare minimum duties. Whatever necessary to be done, do that. When we do that, we will have a lot of time. We will get concentration for the studies of Atma Vidya, right? So contemplation, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasanam, etc. You have more time. That is Uparama or Uparati. Both are same. Then next is Titiksha. Titiksha is endurance. Endurance. That is whatever Sukham, Dukkham, Shitoshnam, etc. That endure it without having pratikaram or without having aversion to it. Acceptance of the situation. Right? If it is cold, yeah, it's cold. My body cannot take that cold. So wear whatever clothes, etc. If it is hot, use fan. Okay, you manage it without getting disturbed by it. That is titiksha. Okay, then shraddha is guru vedanta vakyadishu vishwasaha. Shraddha is generally shraddha, we say that it is concentration, etc. It's not that. Shraddha means total belief, not blind belief, but whatever the scriptures say is correct. Whatever the scriptures say is truth. But I am not getting it. That sort of attitude. Okay. When somebody goes to a scholar for learning something, to a musician, one who wants to learn music, to a music teacher, he knows that the teacher knows the music. Teacher knows everything, but I don't know. And you ask questions, you train yourself, but you know that the teacher knows it. I am not getting it. That sort of attitude is shraddha. And total belief means that shraddha is the most important. Shraddha and titiksha. Okay, titiksha will take you towards brahmajnanam very fast. Okay, titiksha will definitely see. One who doesn't have titiksha, what will happen? Again, I am going back to titiksha, because one who does not have titiksha, what will happen is suddenly it will rise into some dvesham, right? The first thing is the hatred. It will rise before the other, before self ourselves know it. We will have hatred, and it will start burning and eating ourselves. So titiksha is very, very, very important. Titiksha will take you to a peace of mind very fast. Then again, Shraddha will coming back. Guru Vedanta Vakyadishu Vishwasaha Shraddha. This is Shraddha. Then what is the last one? Shama, Damam, Uparati, Titiksha, Samadhanam. Samadhanam is Chitta Ekagrata. Chitta Ekagrata. One Vyavasayatmika Buddhi Reka, it will come again. That Nischayatmika Buddhi, the Buddhi, the our intellect should be focused, one pointedness. That I Sarvam Brahmamayam means Sarvam Brahmamayam only. You teach your mind. Whenever the mind forgets, whenever the intellect forgets, you bring back. You again bring back. So that concentration. See, everyone has this samadhanam. Okay, samadhanam is not something. Only thing is the samadhanam is on other things, for making money or making name, etc. Always that samadhanam is there. That is, there is nothing wrong in it, but that has to be shifted from that to atma jnanam, to atma vidya or atma vicharam. Okay, that is to be shifted to atma vicharam. So that is what is chitta ekagrata. It involves a lot of listening to the talks, Sravanam, Mananam, etc. When you are, suppose you are in a satsang, you should have that focus in you, that you are listening, and at the same time you are trying to understand whatever is told in it. That is samadhanam. Samadhanam is that. See, this is the sadhana 3. Then the fourth one is mumukshutvam. Mumukshutvam means want to be free from this world, free from this samsara dukkham. Okay, samsara dukkham I want to get rid of. Samsara dukkham is not just one life. Don't think that the samsara dukkham is here. The travel is, we have started, we don't know when. So maybe many janmas have passed, and we are in samsara so long as there is dukkham here. Total removal of dukkham is moksham. Okay, total removal of dukkham. There is absolutely not a single drop of disturbance of the mind, no suffering at all. That is what is the jnana phalam. Only then we can say we are muktaha. Already muktaha, we have to know it. We are muktaha, but we have to know it. We have to understand it. We have to teach our intellect. That is all. Okay, so these are the 4 sadhana chatushtayam. Why I said that later we may not get time for this. And after sadhana chatushtayam, straight away on the 11th chapter, 11th verse, Bhagavan starts his teaching. So I want to put that squeeze sadhana chatushtayam here. And Arjuna is ready. He has sadhana chatushtayam. So that is why Bhagavan also understood that he is ready. So one more thing we have to understand, that it is not that Grihastha cannot, because Arjuna is a Grihastha. He has got a wife and kids, and he is as a Kshatriya. As a Kshatriya, he is doing his duties like you and me. We are all Grihasthas. Every one of us has duties to perform. And in this Atma Vicharam is possible. That is why we are here. We have sadhana chatushtayam in us, not 100%, but to certain extent we have. That is why we are here, and definitely we are all blessed to be here. So we will go to the next verse. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yuchogamuchoshanam indriyanam avapya bhumavat amapya bhumavasapatnamruddham rajyam suranamapi chadhipatyam. Ninth verse is Sanchaya Uvacha. So far Arjuna was saying all these to Krishna. He says, Sanjaya says that Eva Muktva Rishikesham Gudakeshah Parantabah Na Yotsya iti Govinda Muktva Tushnim Babhuvaha. Parantapaha Gutakeshaha. Parantapaha means one who can scorch the enemies, one who can make the enemies run away from the war out of fear. So Gudakeshaha means one who has overcome the sleep. As I told you, he did tapas, etc., to get Pashupatasram. So he has won over sleep. Eva muktva parantapaha gudakeshaha rishikesham evam uktva. He told Krishna. Rishikesha means Krishna, who's controller of all sense organs. That is Rishikesha meaning. Na yotsya iti. I will not fight. He told na yotsum. Then iti govinda muktva tushnim babhuvaha. Just kept quiet. So much he told Arjuna. First chapter full he explained, and then second chapter up to the 8th verse, Arjuna told everything. He told everything. It's poured out of Arjuna, all his shokam, right? All his vishadam. It came out, and then Tushnim Babuva. He kept quiet. He said, "I will not fight." That's it. Eva muktva rishikesham gudakeshah parantabah na yotsya iti govinda muktva tushnim babuva. Govinda. What is the meaning of Govinda? Is Govinda Shabda means that which is known through Upanishads. That is the meaning of Govinda. That which is revealed to us through Upanishad is Govinda. So Govinda Muktva. Govinda Muktva. So that word is very important here. Govinda Muktva Tushnim Babuva. This Sanjaya told Dhritarashtra. Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha Prahasanniva Bharata Senayorubhayor Madhye Vishidandamidam Vachaha. Tamuvacha Rishikeshaha. Hey Bharata. Bharata means hey Dhritarashtra. Bharata. Ubhayoho Senayoho Madhye. See, we should not forget the site. We should not forget the stage. Both the Krishna and Arjuna is in a chariot. In between the two armies on both sides, Ubhayor Madhye, then Vishidandam Tam. Arjuna is in total Vishadam, right? Shokam, and Krishna Prahasanniva, as if smiling. Prahasanniva, as if smiling. That means he is happy. Krishna seeing Arjuna in this condition is happy. Okay, that is the point here. Happy. Prahasanniva, with a smile on his face. He said, Idam vachaha uvacha. He told this. Why he is smiling? He should be sad, no? Arjuna is in a situation like this, and Krishna is smiling because Krishna is so happy that Arjuna is going to receive Atma Jnana. Arjuna is going to learn this Atma Vidya. See, there is no more happiness in a guru to get a right Shishya. When a guru, a Shishya who is ready to receive, there is no more happiness in a guru. So it will catch like a fire and a cotton. It will catch just like that. Because Arjuna is ready to receive, and Prahasanniva, why he is smiling? Because of the confidence Sri Krishna has. Arjuna is ready, and now is the time to deliver. If I deliver now, he will get it. That confidence made him smile. It is not a mocking smile, etc. It is not, he's not making fun of him, Prahasanniva and all that. No, it is not that. It is that confidence in him, in Sri Krishna, that if I tell now, he will receive it. Now he is ready to receive it. That happiness and that confidence, that made him, Sri Krishna, smile at that point. Prahasanniva, and he's happy. He's happy that yes, now this person will get out of this sokam forever. He is get out of this samsaram forever. That confidence made him say this, right? And also he knows this ajnata, this ajnanam, this shokam in Arjuna is silly. Chudram hridaya daurbalyam. This is so silly it is. It can be removed just like that. My talk, my advice to him, my teaching will definitely make him pure, remove his ajnanam, remove his ignorance. That confidence in Sri Krishna, that confidence in him, say this, prahasanniva. तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचः. What did he say? Simple, very simply, Bhagavan starts. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Ashocyananvashocastvam prajnavadamscha bhashase gatasu nagatasumscha nanu shochanti panditaha. What a beautiful verse. He starts with the na anusochanti panditaha. Panditaha na anusochanti. He finishes the teachings also like this. Ma sucha. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Right? This is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita, the last teaching verse of Bhagavad Gita. There also he says, ma sucha, don't cry. Ma bhaishta. In yesterday we were saying Janaka. So Ashtavakra said Janaka, ma bhaishta vidwan. Don't worry. Ma bhaishta, never fear of anything. Same thing. Ma suchaha. So Bhagavan said, Ashocyan anvashocastvam. On whom you are not supposed to cry at all. Thinking about whom you are not at all supposed to cry. Right? Prajnavadamscha bhashase. You are talking as if you are a learned person. Okay, you are talking like a learned person. Gatasu nagatasumscha nanusochanti panditaha. Panditaha means jnanis. Okay, panditaha means jnanis. Panda means atma jnanam. One who has atma jnanam is panditaha. Panda means atma jnanam. So panditaha means wise man, atma jnani. Okay, brahma jnani. So you panditaha na anusochanti. They don't cry. Right? Then on whom gadasun agadasumscha. Very simple logic he says. Panditaha never cry over those people who are here and who are left. Finished. Who else is there in between? Nobody is there. Either they are here or they are not there. Gadasun agadasumscha. So that means Panditaha never cry over anything. See, other than those who are left, other than those who are here, who else is there? Right? You take any jivas here, the whole world, any jivas, all jivas have got a shelf life. Everything in this universe has got a shelf life. And nobody is actually going anywhere. It is only changing from one form to another. Energy can neither be destroyed nor be created, right? So everything else is in this universe as jadam that we see is nothing but energy. Energy is jadavastu. The energy becomes sentient only when there is consciousness in it. So Gadasun again, but Bhagavan starts with Gadasu Nagadasumscha, those who are dying or those who are alive. He starts like that. Those who are dying or those who are dead or those who are alive. No Panditaha na anusochanti. Why? Because knowledge and sorrowness or sadness never go together. They are never together. It is like a light and darkness. Both cannot exist together. Darkness is a notion. Now, darkness is a notion when light is not there. Right? So, darkness and light both cannot be together. wherever there is a sorrow, wherever there is a dukkham, it is a clear indication that the knowledge is not purnam. Knowledge is not complete. The knowledge is never complete whenever, if there is a slightest disturbance of the mind, if there is a slightest dukkham in anyone, any mind, that means the knowledge is not complete. Because when there is light, there cannot be darkness. Dukkham is darkness. So here, Bhagavan starts with Ashocyan Anyashojastvam Prajnavadamscha Bhashase Gadasu Nagadasumscha Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. What do you mean by this Panditaha? What is this Panditaha? That's Atmajnanam. What is it Atmajnanam? Atmajnanam is this know the truth. See, here this is very simple examples. All the lights here, there are so many. The light are there, small light, big light, the fan, the air conditioner, okay, the washing machine, okay, the everything. All that lights up or starts rotating or functioning as a refrigerator or anything only because of electricity. Electricity is the common thing in all the equipment, right? Wherever the equipment is functioning, there is electricity. But can electricity be known? Can you see electricity? We cannot see electricity. But we can, electricity, when it is manifested, it will be known to us. Right? So it is the electricity which is there in all our equipment. When it is there, it is manifested as a light, okay, or fan or etc. If the bulb goes away or if the fan is destroyed, do you think electricity has gone? No, electricity is still there. Only thing is the fan is not functioning or the light is not functioning. Correct. So like this, if this is an example. This is only an example. You have to take the message from these examples. Okay. Another example which think of is, suppose I have a torch here. Okay. Suppose I put a torch. Is there, suppose here in this passage, okay, between these two hands, is there any light? Can you see any light here? Cannot see any light here, right? But there is light, but we can't see the light unless a hand is come here. A hand, when the hand is there in this light, when you see the hand, you know that there is electricity. Suppose there is darkness here, there is no light here, right? It is darkness. I put my hand here. Can you see my hand? You will not see the hand, but you switch on the light. But how do you know there is light? Unless the light falls on an object and shines it, you will know that there is light here. I forgot to bring a torch here today. So it is like this. Suppose here, this light, okay, the window light. I put my hand there. See? Suppose I remove my hand. Can you see light here in this portion where I put my hand? How do you know that there is light? Unless an object is placed in there, unless it is manifested, we will never know that there is light. So this also is an example. So like this, the consciousness pervades everywhere. The consciousness pervades everywhere. All jivas, all jiva, all jivas means, I mean all jivas, the sun, the moon, the air, the animals, the plants. There is not a single point where this consciousness is not there. Because of this consciousness, everything else appears as they are, right? So this is what is knowing, this is what is knowledge. One who knows this and one who realizes this, like he knows that aham brahmasmi, my true nature is this, is my true nature. Everything else is names and forms. It is names and forms, right? We'll discuss this in our next class. We are just running out of time. We'll continue this 17th verse in the next class. Think about it. Think about whatever discussed here in the class, and keep that constant touch with this knowledge all the time. Definitely, we will be, as Krishna told Arjuna, Nanu Sochandi Panditah. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu.